Hello all, this is Dswank. I am back in a game called Outlaws of the Old West, and it is, at the moment, your fairly standard survival game. You've got your energy, you've got, which is your stamina, thirst, hunger, health, you've got temperature issues, you get levels. You go around, you pick up wood and stone to start out with. You've got animals running around. You've got bandits running around, which is one of the few things it stands out for. It is a Western theme. And I do like it because you don't start out punching trees. But as I have progressed, or as Fuzz, Daniel, and I have progressed messing around with this, we have built a small little city over here. And I have acquired some clothing. So I'm going to put this clothes on. And as you can see, as I put clothes on, my health is actually going up. So there's that. You will also see that you've got guns that have stamina. Not stamina, but durability. We've got food. And I'm going to run through a few things for the game, how it works, stuff like that. So, this was the first building that we built. It's the lowest tier of the buildings. It's log and stone, so wood and stone. You craft it by going into your crafting menu, and you craft the wooden mallet here, log mallet. And it crafts all of these. And its building structure or system is fairly good. You have other things that you can build in your inventory, fishing nets, beehives, some of the basic crafting stations, and the mailbox. The mailbox is quite important, and a bounty board. Now, this video, I do want to say, is coming out on the 28th. On the 28th, they're actually releasing an update that's going to include animal husbandry, farming, a way of building actual barns, and a lot of expansion on that front. Now, I'm doing this before the 28th, so a lot of this is stuff that's already in the game, and I haven't played with the new stuff. If you'd like to see the new stuff, leave a comment below, and I'll do a spot video on it sometime next week of what the new stuff is. But back to what we have. We have like smoker, we have a well, water tower. You have different forges inside, and hopefully the game's not... Okay, good. It won't. We have like stone fireplace, tanning rack, carpentry bench, a refrigerator that runs off of ice. It has nothing in it. We've got a wooden stove, a saw, and then up here we have grinder, we have saddle workbench, we have chemistry workbench, so gunpowder, dynamite, binoculars, telescope, fixed telescope, Molotovs, wooden flare, smoke bombs, timed TNT, landmines, and a camera. Over here, this is hats and things. This is gun stuff. So you've got your traditional ball ammunition, you've got pistol ammo, rifle ammo, and shotgun. You've got varying degrees of pistols you've got kind of their readout for the damage. The Winchester mag, I believe, is the second strongest rifle in the game. the sharks, is the most powerful. It does 60 damage a shot, but it is a single shot, so there's that. We have... Oh, I guess Daniel's already messed with the guns. Curse you, Daniel. But we have some of these structures out here that you purchase. And you purchase them using cash that you get by defeating bandits. And you can, from a mailbox, hire or purchase different structures. I can't quite buy a barber shop. But the first thing I would suggest you buying is the gold exchange. Why? Because when you kill bandits, at some point, they start dropping gold. And you can sell a bar of gold for $10. And also, this is $200 to purchase this. Not a bad deal. So, I purchased that, and then the next thing I purchased was the Tier 2 mine here. And there's a few problems, like you need oil to power up the mine, which you get from these, which are things that you build at one of the tables inside. And it converts coal in about a 1-to-1 ratio into oil, which you use for crafting and powering the mine shaft. And the mine goes down into the ground, and it's a instanced location. We have a railroad here, which, if I interact with it, you can buy a locomotive for $1,000. You can buy cargo wagons, and you can buy a rail hammer, which... Okay, thank you. The rail hammer allows you to build our railroad track, which is actually quite expensive. Daniel has the hammer on him, last I checked. Otherwise, I would show you the exact numbers. Unfortunately, he logged off, and I have no idea where he put it. Now, back here... Well, there's the beehive. Back here, we have the bank. And it's what you'd expect from a bank. You can store stuff in it. It's a very difficult one to place, because when I first placed it, I was behind that wall, and there's no way out once that happens. And up here, this is the Tier 1 mine. And to do this, you have to have a donkey. If you don't have... Oh god, this donkey is... This donkey has a thirst. We need to get you near some water, man. And then park you near some food. But yeah, if you don't have a donkey, things are going to go bad for you. Because you can't attach a horse to it. You have to attach a donkey. Which kind of sucks. And so you have to go out and find the donkeys. And it circles around. Now, the next thing I'm showing off is one of the higher tiers. Where did he build his own leather maker? Higher tier buildings. This is Daniel's. I don't know why he built duplicates of everything in here. That seems like a waste, but... It's Daniel. Why should I even question it? So, brick, that's, I believe, Tier 4. I believe, this is Tier 1. I believe Tier 2 is... Okay, no, brick is Tier 5, I'm sorry. Tier 1 is log, Tier 2 is plank, Tier 3 is Fancy Plank, which is this. It has 2 different walls, and you've got this interior-exterior wall and this interior wall here, which is kind of cool. Tier 4 is Fortress, which I don't have the tool to make a fortress yet. I haven't built it. And that is Tier 5 Brick, and Tier 6 is Jail. So that's kind of the rundown of the basics of the game. Open for me, thank you. I'm going to look in here, see what we have access to. Not much. Still a whole lot of not much. Yeah, no. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Beds. You have different beds that you craft. You have to interact with them to set your spawn point. Previously, it wouldn't let me interact with the bunk bed, place 2 spawn points on it, so that's why we had multiple beds there. Now we have horses to talk about. Do I have a lasso on me? I do. So, we've got a lot of horses and a couple of donkeys. This is my horse. Let me on my horse. My horse is amazing. You've got a couple of items you can equip on them. I've equipped the Golden Horseshoe, which increases its stamina by 20, and it's the top tier saddle, which increases its carrying capacity by 50. You level them up by just riding them around. Let me bring up the map. Okay. The square that we're in goes from this area. Can I mark it? There we go. So, I'm going to ride to that corner real quick. It takes a little bit to get there, because this is a relatively big map. I'm very impressed with just how big the map actually is. Alright, so that's close enough to the corner of the square, okay? You can barely see some of our structures. Now, to the other corner, up this way, I'll get there in a sec, because I'm going to show off lassoing a horse, because there's one right here. Okay, so I've lassoed it. I click. There's one. I click 2. There's 2. Oh, I missed. I missed again. And I click. There we go. And I tamed myself a horse. Yeah. And apparently one of my horses gained a level. But yeah, that's how you lasso animals. And in the update on the 28th, apparently we're going to be able to do that to bulls and tame bulls. Right now there's pens for chickens, cows, and sheep. No, not sheep, pigs. There are sheep in the game. I haven't figured out how you tame them, but I haven't tried lassoing them yet. And let's see, there's buffalo, there's bear, 2 different types of bears. And there's a lot in here already. A surprisingly large amount for how early access this game is. And I want to get to the other corner so you can kind of see just how big one square is. And then I'll show you just how big the map is. It's a pretty goodly sized map. Oh, I ran past it. Alright, so right here. So you can kind of, if you know where to look, see the lake that our base is. Oh, bear. Bear. Reload, please. Where is it? 2. There we go. I got the bear. Bears are a little scary at the moment. So you get meat, rawhide, and pelt from animals. Wood from trees. Different resources out there. There's coal. There's salt. There's sulfur and iron. Gold and silver. So those are the stone resources, alongside stone. But yeah, okay, we've shown how big the map is. And bandits! But anyway, so there's the square that we were on. Up here in this corner, you can kind of see the line here, and where this line here meets. That's the upper corner, which is, I believe, 2 by 12 is the grid square. And then way down here is 17 by 20. And it's a really freaking big map. That area down there, that red, yeah, that's part of the map. The other side of that mountain is part of the map. The other side of that mountain, I think, is part of the map. Other side of this mountain is part of the map. It's enormous. Alright, where did those bandits get off to? Because I wanted to shoot them. I don't know if I have enough boom juice to do that, though. Oh, there they are. There's 3 of them. Alright. Now, right now the AI is not that smart. See, for some reason, they should have killed me with this. There we go. So, yeah, I fought them off. I got 2 pistols off of him. I got some money and pistol ammo off of him. Money and a little bit of pistol ammo and some clothes off of him. But yeah, that's kind of how the game works right now. You have those guys. You shoot them. You gather resources. And then you build up, in essence, a town. And right now, the game is billed as an MMO. I don't know. I don't see it as an MMO, in my opinion. A lot of games are throwing the term MMO out all over the place nowadays. I don't agree with it. Somewhere out here I have a tamed horse and I don't know where it's gone. Hopefully it will come to me at some point, but if it don't, it don't. Yeah, the MMO title, I don't really feel it has enough to be that yet. I also don't feel that the world is big enough. And what is an MMO anymore? Atlas claims to be an MMO with 40,000 people on a sharded server. So I don't know what an MMO is anymore. But let's see. Let's grab this. We'll grab 1 oil. Did I grab 1 oil? I said 1 oil, please. Thank you. Going to want a pickaxe. And I'm going to want a pistol. 16. Okay, that one does 20. We're going to use that. Since it's getting dark, and I've shown off pretty much everything else, we're going to throw this in here. We're going to activate. And I'm going to enter the mine shaft. And it's dark down here. You can see there's all sorts of resources. You've got iron, coal, gold, stone, coal, silver, and insanity. His butt is hanging out. Is he dead? Nope. But yeah, as far as I can tell, maybe the mines function kind of like a instanced dungeon. From what I've been reading online, there's some problems with them right now. And yep, another one. Ow. That people are running into the issue that... Oh, crud. I'm stuck. How did I get here? Ah, I came this way. Can you jump? No, you can't. And he's running. Oh. There we go. That... Say you're playing this game online, and there's enough of the tier 2 mines down that eventually the game can't spawn enough unique instanced locations. Come on. Are you going to come after me? So you end up sharing your instanced location with people. Well, okay, I thought I had somebody coming up behind me. So the problem is that if, say I've already gone down to mine, and this occurs, and somebody shows up in my mine, well, they just show up with all the guns and gun me down after I've done all the work mining as I go to exit. So, that some work still needs to be done to get the balance and the fine tweaking and things like that figured out. And if that's what you want from a game, but if I had to gather the resources to pay to build this mine and put the fuel in it, and somebody else bought resources and put the fuel in it, I think they should be in a separate mine. I think they should be separate mines. So there's a slight issue on that, and I've run into a few bugs that when I come out of the mine, the buildings are not there, but it didn't happen this time. So, this is a quick look, a quick rundown of the game. I haven't actually looked at the blacksmith shop yet, so this is something new for me, and we can see how this works. Okay, I can purchase iron for $1. Can I sell anything here? The whole thing is highlighted. Is that all I can do here is purchase iron? If I did that, vendor will not buy any items. Okay. And I can't use any of his equipment here. That sucks. But he's a source of iron that we can buy. So at this point, all we need is gold. So the game turns out to be relatively interesting. I like it. In concept, at least. As you progress, you can build a farm. You can plot your land. You will be able to raise cattle, be a miner, be whatever you want, build a city, and do all sorts of things. Now, I'd like it if, okay, I built a bank, but this dude here, he doesn't show up until I do kind of the Terraria thing and build a little banker's house. I think that would be kind of cool, but to each their own. But other than that, everything in this game I like. I just don't know how much of this content would be something worth investing more time in. I like it, and from what I see with the views on this video, I may continue more. So, until next time, bye-bye.